Good morning guys, we are 2 days past the show. Sorry to keep everyone waiting that long. I've basically been flooded with messages. I've been spending a lot more time with my family now, it's possible. And I wanted to do it on the night of the show, just to really capture me true feelings. But I don't think I was in a safe spot to do that, as you can probably understand. We'll jump straight in. Placed 5th out of 10 competitors. One guy didn't come back to the night show, so 9. I enjoyed it, I really did. My routine went really well. Positives to take aside from that: I know what my weaknesses are now. Let's be honest, when you know what your weakness is and you're not doing anything about it, and then you're coming back religiously and not giving yourself time to work on them weaknesses, you're just destined to, I wouldn't say destined for failure, but you're destined for disappointment. It's going to be constantly there. So I'm allowing myself the time to take out, to put on more size, because it was noticeably that I was the smallest competitor there, not just height wise. Height doesn't play a role in the age part. I was in the best condition I've ever been in. Big thanks to Shaun for that, obviously. Personal views will come from other people. A lot of other guys that I'd seen outside who I'd never met, some of the dads of the sons who were competing in other categories, had said that I'd been hard done to. But I put a post on my Facebook. It's like it doesn't make it any easier, the fact that other people are saying that you should have placed and stuff, because truth is, them aren't judges. What the judges say is final. So by what some people's been saying, I'd have come first if me ma was the judge. But yeah, although the opinions of other people might be nice, it might then not be what you want to hear, because what them are saying should have happened, didn't happen. You have a lot of emotions going on in your head afterwards, because don't get us wrong, regardless of who turns up on the day, you compete to win. And let's be honest, if you say I'm wrong and you compete for the fun of it, you're doing it for all the wrong reasons, and you probably don't win yourself. If you do, then my hat's off to you. I can't see where you get the drive from to be able to put up with the shit that goes on in the weeks that you diet, if you know that if you're not bothered about placing high. So let's be honest, the down days that I have, if someone was to tell us beforehand that no matter what you do now, Calvin, you're going to place 5th, you wouldn't have put in that extra work that needed to be done, that you felt would give you the edge on everyone else, you would have backed off a bit. So you've got to have that positive attitude inside you to drive to be successful. You've got to have that positive drive inside you to know that you can win, as opposed to just hoping. You must always set out to win, and then just let whatever happens on the day take its course, because then that is the facts on the day. I wouldn't have looked half as good as I did on show day this year if I didn't believe I could win it. I mean, it's the belief that you can win it that makes you put in the extra hours. A lot of people ask, how do you feel? Like, are you alright? And it's just a general concern, and yeah, you put on a brave face and you're like, yeah, everything's fine, and it's not. It's like I said, you almost believe so much that you are going to win, because you've mentally conditioned yourself to assure that that's the only outcome due to the work that you've put in. And when it doesn't quite come off, it's quite a kick in the teeth. But what makes it a little bit easier is the fact that I know I couldn't have give any more throughout that prep, like, at all. There's nothing. I had nothing more in the tank to give. There's nothing more that could have benefited us to do better. Because the feedback that I got from the judges was size. I got that last year. With time comes size, so hence the year out or two. A few posing adjustments. I didn't know that until I got told on my feedback. But one thing that was noticed from me is the fight that I had. One of the judges, two of the judges actually, kept us on stage for a long time, simply because they knew that I wanted to be there. I don't know what expression I gave to put that out there, but it's when you give 20 weeks of prep and you, however long you're on stage for, that's your time, so you really do have to just give it your all. I think that just comes with the belief of being able to win. One really good thing did come from it. There was a guy upstairs in the chain rooms and he didn't look very tanned at all, and I understand that first timers don't understand, because you sit in your room and you've got had a spray tan, you're like, God, I'm really dark. Like, I'm quite dark now. So I just done 3 minutes on the sunbed. Nah, it's just stained on my skin and I'll be getting worse. But I look dark to the average person, but when you get under them lights, you really do just get washed out, and if you're not tanned, goodbye. And he seemed like a nice lad. He was by himself. So the first half he went on stage and he was really pale, it was noticeable. But he had a really good shape, he really did. So I got like the evening break, I had to pull him to one side. He was from Greece. He studies in Durham University. I'm hoping to find him, so when BNBF posts on the page the winners and stuff, I'll be able to find out who he is. But I just pulled him downstairs, got him in the toilet, and then I rubbed him. It didn't sound too good. Yeah, but I just made sure I'd help him as much as he could, like, because he knew when I was talking, he was just like, I felt dark in my room and stuff, but when I got here I just knew it wasn't enough. And it's just to think that you put in all that work and just something so little as to tan being your mistake, that could help you, like, could take you away from placing. Felt like it had to be done, so I had spare tan, it's no problem at all. I got him, tanned him up, and he come out a completely different person. He really did, and he looked great. And he placed 5th in a really, really big class, but he placed, and I guarantee he wouldn't have placed if he didn't tan up. And I'm not taking all the credit, because he's put in the work and stuff, but it's just the final little adjustments and putting that tan on him, it really did make the difference. And it probably got him noticed for the right reasons now, probably because he didn't get spotted in the first part. That was just a good little thing that I done. I didn't grab loads of people and be like, oh, it's like sometimes you just got to do something off your own back to help others. So as much as something didn't come off for me, I did help someone else, and he did manage to walk away with the trophy at 5th, and I didn't. Like I'm saying, what's next from me is obviously with Shaun going away, and I've got some weaknesses to work on: shoulders, arms, traps. I'm going to give myself enough time until I look at myself and go, nobody's going to beat me this year, because I'm going to stay lean as well, because I'm not going to go crazy like I have done. I'm enjoying myself these few days. I've been putting myself in some serious food comas, and I don't like it. I really don't. I enjoy the food while I'm eating it, but it's just not digesting, and it's just staying in my stomach. I was sick yesterday. I made a lovely meal, and it was the sweet at the end. It just wouldn't go down. So I'll come back up. I am back on the diet on Wednesday. I'll record where my food's at. I'm just going to go straight back to maintenance. I'm not reverse dieting out. I know it's recommended, but I want some food and I need to start growing. But yeah, it's a lean bulk I'm going for. I will keep you up to date. I just want to thank everyone for all the support and good luck wishes and basically everything. The support that I got from the guys who come to watch us. You'll be able to hear on the routine that I post and the videos. It's just, I must have had like 30 plus people there supporting. It's like they didn't have to come at all, but they did, and I just want them to know that it really is much appreciated. With future videos, I've got some crazy transformations to show you. Videos, pictures, I've got my routine, I have photos from the show to post. And yeah, anyone can feel free to leave their opinions below. What you just want to see in future posts, because it is just going to be me now and for about 6 weeks. Could be less, hopefully with a bit of luck. We say bye to Shaun tomorrow. We're going for a nice meal tonight. We're going to spend the day with each other today. Thought I'd just keep you up to date because you've been there with me the whole way, so I think it's only the right thing to do to give it back. CrgFitness. 2 days post show, signing out, and I'll see you in the next video.